Hey, how's it going, everyone? Darrius here. Thank you for being here. And ultimately, we're here to just really tell you all a little bit about our Red Team Development Program, as well as answer any questions you might have. Let's see. So, at any point in time, everyone, please, if you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the chat. I'll answer them to the best of my abilities. But otherwise, we're going to go ahead and get started. So, first and foremost, a little bit about us. If you're new to Blacks in Cybersecurity in terms of our Red Team Development Program, essentially our goal really is to increase the number of offensive security professionals within the industry, and so we do that by several different ways. One way is by we provide cohorts. Another way is we network amongst each other, and so they really, at the end of the day, what we're really trying to do is get as many people certified and into the offensive security field as possible. So a little bit about me for those who may not know me. My name is Darrius Robinson. I am currently a penetration tester at a small cybersecurity firm. I primarily do web app pen testing, so that's kind of my bread and butter. And so, a little fun fact about me: a couple of years ago, I actually basically kind of reverse engineered the Tesla app and all its APIs, and I created a web app that allowed people to basically kind of control my car. Um, so yeah, if you ever have any questions, feel free to reach out, contact me either at redteam@bichq.org, or you can contact me on Discord as well. So let's talk a little bit about our 2024 BIC Red Team cohort. So this year we are extremely excited because we are able to provide two new certifications. So if you've worked with us before in the past, you may have seen we went with the EJPT and the ECPPT, which are very great certs by INE. But this year we are offering TCM's PMPT as well as Offensive Securities OSCP. So let's see here. Something else that you all will want to know about is for those selected and who are a part of the program, we also have something called the BIOS Initiative. And so essentially, we wanted to be able to highlight everyone who is involved in these cohorts, and it just gives you a way to really get your name out there. And that also helps in terms of networking and ultimately landing jobs. If you want to see any more of our previous BIOS Initiative videos, you can also check that out on our YouTube channel as well. Let's see here. So once again, our cohorts are going to be available pretty much all year. So we're really excited about being able to provide this opportunity. So now let's talk about how things are structured this time around. So this time we are doing two levels in terms of this 2024 cohorts. So the first one is going to be level 2, PMPT, and then the second one is going to be level 3, which is the OSCP. So one of the questions that I've gotten a lot is, man, which one should I apply for? And so the easiest way I can answer this question is if you've, maybe if you have previous pen test experience, if you've gone through some of, the Try Hack Me courses and you have like some experience, I would say, hey, start out with level 2. The PMPT is an amazing cert. You'll learn a lot, and then come back around and do level 3. But if you already have, a decent amount of experience, if you're, currently a penetration tester, or, let's say you're doing, hack the box challenges on your own, you know, with no challenges whatsoever, I'd recommend doing the OSCP. The way the process works is we have, if you go to our website, we have a link to apply. There's a Google form. Um, and please, if you'll read it, please follow all the instructions on the Google form. But essentially, all of the applications are split into two different processes. First process is fill out the form. It also requires you to do a challenge. So for level 2, all you have to do is do a medium box on Hack the Box. Upload the proof that you completed the box, as well as a written walkthrough of how you did it. That's all you have to do for step 1. And then for the OSCP, it's the same exact thing, except you have to do a hard level box. So any active hard level box on Hack the Box, you do that, fill out the form, apply. You'll be in good shape for the first phase. And the second phase is we're going to be doing interviews. So for those who make it past the first phase, we'll send you out a schedule. We'll sit down. We'll talk in interviews. And really, the idea is just to get to know you, as well as kind of assess your technical capabilities a little bit. And from there, we'll select all of our cohort members. So, any questions regarding that? I know I have a few in the chat as far as how do you register for the Discord. We have that link in the chat right now. If you go there, you should find the link to fill out to basically get access to the Discord. Once you do that, you also will then have access to fill out the form for the Red Team cohorts. So that's an excellent question. Awesome. So we're gonna kick it forward a little bit more. So once again, um, this is just the overall process. So you have to pass the written section of the application as well as an interview. In fact, let's see, is it possible? Maybe we can also put the link to the cohort as well. So yes, are the spots limited? Yes, they are. So this is a very highly competitive cohort. So the spots are limited. How many seats for each cohort? So for this time around, I don't have those numbers on the top of my head right now. But in the past, generally, we're looking at around 10 people each. 10 people for the cohort. So once again, highly competitive. Um, let's see the link for the Discord. Like I said, it's in there. If you go to blacksandcyberconf.com, if you go to the website there, you'll see a link to basically become a member. And when you become a member, you'll have access to the Discord. Cool. So also just another brief reminder. So aside from doing Red Team cohorts, Black to Cybersecurity, we're also going to be at DEF CON. So if you are interested in volunteering, helping putting on challenges, or if you plan on going to DEF CON, we would love to see you there. If you're interested in volunteering, please feel free to reach out to us. You can reach out to me once again at redteam@bichq.com, or you can reach out on Discord as well. Awesome. So right now, open up the floor. Any additional questions? Yeah, Demi. Yeah. It's like I said, it's highly competitive. But here's the thing, right? Even if you don't make it within this cohort, once again, we're gonna be doing these cohorts year round. So don't lose hope. If you don't make it this time, please keep applying, um, and eventually we will get you in. But the biggest tip I will give to everyone who's interested in applying is please make sure you read the instructions on the form and make sure that you follow them to a T. In the past, a lot of people have been disqualified just simply from not following instructions. So read the form. If you read if you have any questions, once again, feel free to reach out to me. We'll make sure you get it answered. Um, and just to let you all know, the last day to apply is going to be March 28th to 28th. So you have about a week to get everything filled out if you're interested in applying for level 2 or level 3. Hey, so that's an excellent question. What platforms would a student use to get ready for BIC's Red Team cohorts? So I would say the standard ones, right? So first of all, tryhackme.com is a great resource. If you've never done anything Red Team related before, I would start with TryHackMe. They do a really good job of kind of walking you through some of the basics. So go through that, build a solid foundation, and that will get you prepared for the Red Team cohorts. Another great resource that I recommend is Hack the Box. And also, if you're really into bug bounties and web app pen testing, Portswigger Labs. So these are the same people who make Burp Suite. Their labs are amazing. In fact, as a web app pen tester myself, their labs are probably the closest actual labs I've seen to what you'll actually see in the real world. So like you'll learn something in a lab that you could actually utilize on a web app pen test. So highly recommend Portswigger Academy. Cool. Any other questions? Cool. All right. Well, wait, we got one more. Let's see here. Oh yeah, yeah. So yeah, I'm glad you agree. Yep. So, question: what is the selection timeline? Yep. So, let's say you apply. Like I said, on the 28th, we're gonna start going through applications literally the next day, the 29th of March, and so you can expect to receive, if you make it to the next level, you can expect to receive an invitation to schedule your interview. In early April. And then, if you weren't selected, or if you weren't selected to make it to the next round, you will also receive an email to let you know, hey, we weren't able to get you in this time, but once again, apply again. Let's see. So from Isaac, I'm from a blue team background with some certs, but my first cyber cert was CEH and currently preparing to write this GCIH. If I scale through the hack the box task, what are the chances of getting a spot for OSCP? So, like I said, Isaac, when it comes to the application process, right, what we're looking for is one, once again, is you follow the instructions. Two, your write up. So I'll tell you right now, your written walkthrough of the box that you choose to complete is going to be critical for making it to the next phase, as well as expect to be able to answer questions about it in the interview as well. Yep, yep. So yeah, that second round, 100% is going to be that's where we're going to finalize who gets selected into the cohort. Hey Clement, so from the website, so you actually have to fill out you have to fill out a form first. So it's not just a direct Discord link. You fill out the form to become a member, and then once you do that, that's when you'll get access to the Discord. Yeah, so you should have to create a Discord account first, and then once you apply, a part of the form is you have to put in your discount ID, your account, and then once you apply and get accepted, then you'll see that you'll have access to the Discord. Let's see. Do you have any tips on trying to find a mentor in the red team field? I do. So I would say, it comes down to networking. And so one of the best ways to do that is, if you're not, become a member of BIC, join our Discord. We actually have a mentorship program that's running right now where, I'm actually mentoring a few people for the red team. So I would start by, if you're not becoming a member, but and really it just comes down to networking, get involved, and you'll definitely find a mentor. Okay, so let's see, coming in late. Where is the link to apply? Yep. So first, you have to be a big member. So let me clarify to everyone. If you're not yet a member of BIC, you need to become one first before applying for the Red Team cohort. This is for BIC members only. So make sure that you apply. But once you apply, we have it all over the Discord, as well as it's in the chat as well. How you can apply to the Red Team cohort after you've become a member. Cannot stress enough how important it is you become a member first. Once again, we've had people in the past get disqualified because they applied, they looked great on paper, but they weren't a big member. All right, everyone. Yeah, keep them coming. I'm here. I'm here all day. Keep them coming. Cool. All right. Well, once again, just to recap for those who may have joined late. Once again, the Big Red Team cohort consists of two levels, and so level two is going to be the PMPT. Level three, the OSCP. When you apply, you are only once again you apply to each level. You apply to one level. You make sure you follow all the instructions. Essentially, you'll have to complete an active box on Hack the Box. You have to provide proof of completion of, as well as a write up of how you did it. That's all going to be within phase one. And then those who make it past that phase will then make it to phase two, which is an interview with BIC's Red Team. We'll interview you, and then from there, that will finalize applicants. The due date to apply is going to be March 28th. So once again, you have a week to apply to the Red Team cohort. How long is the cohort? So generally, the cohort is about 3 months. That being said, the OSCP is a very challenging cert, so you can expect that one to be a little bit longer than 3 months. You're really looking at maybe around 4 months. Let's see. Does before I what's the criteria to be a mentee? So I am actually not a part of the mentorship program group, so I can't answer that for you. But the biggest thing I say is, if you join the Discord, you can actually talk to the people who kind of run that program, and they can answer that question for you. Or you can email them. I think it's mentorship at bichq.org. That might be the email. I'll double check that. But if you email them, they should be able to answer that question for you. I think there's another question. Does BIC have a CTF team, and what does participation look like? So yes, we do have a CTF team. In fact, a lot of times we do stuff during DEF CON. We also do things, on the side here and there. If you're interested in joining BIC's CTF team, please send me an email at redteam@bichq.org. No, so this is so one last question. The application was submitted to actually be hired by the BICS team. So no, this is basically the application to be accepted into the Red Team cohort. So not exactly a situation where you're joining the team. This is more so getting involved with the cohort so that you can get certified. That being said, if you're interested in actually joining BIC's Red Team and volunteering, once again, please email me. The more people we have to help, the better. Um, and so, yeah, if you're interested, just let me know. Yep. Thank you, Derek, for putting it in the chat. Yeah. So, Chad is should be able to answer all the questions on becoming a mentee. Cool. Cool. All right. Any last questions before we close out? Difference between level two and level three. Yep. So, um, once again, the main difference is the certification that you're going to be pursuing. So level two is going to be the PMPT, and level three is going to be the OSCP. So two completely different certs. That being said, the format of each cert is different. So PMPT, it's and I believe it's that certification. It's a week long exam period, right? Um, it's a week long exam period, y'all, and not only are you having to, hack through some stuff, but you're actually having to also write a report, and you also have to kind of present it as if you were doing an actual pen test. So there's a couple of different components to the PMPT. The PMPT is also pretty heavy on Active Directory as well. And then the OSCP, that one right there is a 48-hour exam period, right? So, you have 48 hours to basically hack through all these boxes. You have everything from AD to Linux machines to Windows. And so it's definitely more of a high stress situation. And so once again, I kind of recommend if you have some experience with red teaming and pen testing, I would suggest the PMPT. If you already have the PMPT, or if you already have a good bit of experience already, I would say, hey, go for the OSCP. That being said, just to be transparent, we have limited availability, limited slots. We have more PMPT slots than we do OSCP, just for transparency. Um, and so, that's something else that you might want to keep in mind as well. So, if you apply for the OSCP and you aren't accepted, don't lose heart. There's a small chance, depending on applicants, that hey, you might not be able to do level three, but we can get you involved in level two, which is the PMPT. Cool, cool. And once again, the due date for all of this is March the 28th, so it is quickly approaching. If you have any questions post this kind of meeting, feel free to email me. Or once you gain access to the Discord, my Discord name is literally just Darrius, Darrius R. And so you can just add me in Discord as well. So how long is the acceptance process for community with it being a prerequisite? So we're generally pretty quick with it, but sometimes it does. I would expect it's the weekend now. If you apply it today, give them at least 1 to 3 business days to kind of get you in there. Um, but generally, it doesn't take that long. But I will also say, while you're waiting, you can also go ahead and do your hack the box challenge. So once again, it has to be an active box. So just something to keep in mind. It can't be a retired box. It has to be active. For level 2, it needs to be a medium box, and for level 3, it has to be a hard box. Yeah, if you're interested in volunteering, yeah, we currently have people outside of the U.S. who volunteer with BIC. All right. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap things up. So once again, we're extremely excited to be able to offer this. I hope to see everyone who joined. Hope to see your applications. And yeah, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out. Thank you, everyone, for attending.